Are you planning on submitting joint bank account statements with your marriage green card application? You'll want to make sure you listen to this video so you can avoid making a common mistake that can cause serious issues for your case. As part of the immigration process, it's your burden to prove that you have a real relationship based on love. One category of evidence that you can use and include in your application is commingling of finances or joint finances, like joint bank accounts and joint credit cards. And I know there's a lot online that says you need to submit these joint bank account statements and a joint credit card with your application for your marriage green card to ensure the highest chances of approval. And it's true that joint financial evidence is a really important category, especially for marriage green card applications that are happening inside the US called adjustment of status. It's a really strong piece of evidence and something that immigration typically wants to see. However, if you have a joint bank account, but you're not actually using that account, that's a huge issue. That's a big mistake that you want to avoid making. Why? Because it's not enough to just go to the bank, open a joint bank account, and have both of your names on it. In addition to having both names and a shared address on that statement, immigration wants to see meaningful activity. They want to see that you have a real relationship, that you trust each other, and you share your finances with one another. That's the evidence that they're looking for. And so if you have a bank account statement and there's no activity, or there's only a few deposits and a really low balance, and it's rarely used, that's going to be a huge red flag that's going to throw your case into fraud investigations and likely can result in a notice of intent to deny. So it's very important before you run off to the bank and get a joint bank account that you and your partner sit down and talk about how you want to handle your finances. And if a joint bank account is part of that equation, it should be an active bank account and active statements that you're submitting to immigration so you can avoid having immigration put a red flag on your case. I know the immigration process can be overwhelming, so if you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm releasing a ton of videos about all of the common mistakes that you should avoid in your immigration journey. And in the comments, I will post a link to my free resource center at immigrationforcouples.com. We actually have a free relationship evidence guide and other resources to help you on your immigration journey. Thanks for watching.